Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming at you once again with another Thursday review. So today, I'm reviewing A-Force issue number 1. Now, I know this book came out a while ago, but I did say that I would review it. So, here we are. Now, for those of you who watch my reviews, you guys know that I like to start with the cover first, so let's check it out. Now, right off the bat, yes, I love this cover. I also love the idea of an all-female superhero, group or whatever. I just think it's a cool idea. But the reason why I love this cover so much is basically because you got a who's who here of female heroes from the Marvel Universe. I mean, you got everyone on here. You got She-Hulk, Medusa, Dazzler, Storm, Rogue, Wasp, Elektra's on here, Rescue, Spider-Gwen's even on there, Spider-Woman, Phoenix, Scarlet Witch, who else we got on here? Jubilee's way up in the corner. You got everyone on it. You got 2 members of Alpha Flight even. That's awesome. So I just really like this cover. But one character in particular that I really like on this cover, and I mentioned this in the haul video when I originally got this book, was this person right here. Now, I remember asking in that video if anyone knew who this character was. And I believe someone said her name was Singularity or something. I forget right now. But I just think she looks really cool because I like how her entire body is basically made up of like space. It's all stars and whatnot. And I think that looks really cool. So right off the bat, from the cover alone, this book's already batting 1,000. But now it's time to get down to what I like to call the nitty-gritty, or the actual review. Now, before I get to that, I just wanted to mention to either some of the newer viewers or newer subscribers to my channel that if at any time during this review or one of my past reviews you notice that I look up and down at the camera quite a bit, or it sounds like I'm reading to you guys, the reason for that is I keep my notes in front of me. Why do I keep my notes in front of me? Well, there's a couple reasons. The first one being, with the notes, I find it helps the review flow a lot smoother compared to my early reviews where I had no notes at all and I used to just wing it the whole time, and I used to repeat myself constantly and just, it was a mess. The second reason, if I'm reading a part of my notes and I get stuck, I can backtrack and then keep going. And then the third reason, well, basically I was never good at memorizing text. Therefore, the notes are actually a help aid. So if you guys are cool with that, awesome. We'll get through this review and we'll be on our merry way. Alrighty? So, I'm going to give you guys the good, I'm going to give you the bad, and then I'm going to give you my verdict. Alrighty? So first off, the good. Now, with the release of Secret Wars issue number 2, we got a glimpse into the new battle world. It was an interesting look in how this new world is run, as well as the person in charge of it all. Now, the notion of separate regions run by different barons is kind of fascinating. With A-Force, we get a closer look into the island region of Arcadia, with the Baroness She-Hulk in charge. To put it simply, this is a world where the female superheroes in the Marvel Universe protect the people. You'll immediately be reminded of just how many great female characters Marvel has in its house. Margaret Bennett and G. Willow Wilson have created a fantastic world with the interactions feeling natural with a great heaping of fun built in. Although you'll soon see it's not necessarily a world of fun and games, as some serious business goes underway here. Each region on Battleworld may have their own leaders and such, but there's still the overall command they all must bow down to. And we all know who that is. Rather than have each world and tie-in book feel completely separate, there are things that connect them all, such as the Thors that patrol for the god leader. In other words, there are consequences to not following the rules, as we see in this issue. Now, the idea of a book mainly focusing on female heroes might feel like a gimmick to some. That's not the case in the execution of the issue. The way Wilson and Bennett present it here, it all just feels right. With us being immersed into the world and the lives of the heroines, you can't help but want to know and see more. The interactions we see are great, and even before you finish the issue, you're already be looking forward to the next one. Jorge Molina's art is superb here. Along with Laura Martin and Matt Mila's colors, this is a great looking book. It all adds to the wanting to see more feeling. I found myself throughout the issue scanning the backgrounds, trying to take in every detail of this world that I could. The mix of action, emotion, and friendship between the characters is all wonderfully conveyed here. Now for the bad. Now, because of the nature of the story, we're basically thrown into this world. At first, it's not entirely clear what the hook of the world is. We know from the cover and other information that it's a world of heroines. Now, we don't know the specifics or even who gets along with who, and if everyone is simply on one gigantic team. Basically, you'll want a little more information. Now, it doesn't harm the story, and you can easily dive into this world, but you'll just have that little nagging scratch at the back of your head wondering what their history together is. But that's part of the fun. With Battle World and these different regions, we have the sense that they've existed like this for a long, long time, and we're just now jumping into the story. Now the verdict. This book was pretty much exactly what I wanted and hoped for. Too many times the female heroes in the Marvel Universe get overlooked. Margaret Bennett and G. Willow Wilson have created a natural feeling world, and it's easy to cry out that having just female heroes is a gimmick, but it all simply works here. And it works in a great way. You'll find yourself wanting to know more of the region and the relationship and connections with each character has with each other. There's just a wonderful vibe going on here. Jorge Molina's art and Laura Martin and Matt Mila's colors add to that. With actual ties to the main Secret Wars book, this doesn't feel like an isolated story done just for the heck of it. You get a sense that it is part of the bigger story, and this is our chance to explore the specific region closely, and you'll be glad you got that chance. So, hands down, I so can't wait to get my hands on the second issue. I know I'm a little behind on the Secret Wars stuff, but I really can't wait to read issue number 2. So, there you have it, folks. That's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Because let's face it, no one's perfect. If you enjoyed this review and you enjoy reviews like this one, take a look around my channel. I got plenty of them. I do a new one every Thursday and every Saturday, if I don't forget. And if you're into unboxings as well, I got plenty of those. And if you're into, backstories on lame superheroes and supervillains, I do that too. So again, take a look around. Like or dislike anything. Yes, I said dislike. I'm being honest. Um, Comment on anything. I love reading readers' comments because I find it creates kind of like a strong interaction between myself and the viewer. I like that kind of thing. And then when all is said and done, and when you guys are finished, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. Alrighty, so that's it for me. I'm gonna try and cut this now before it gets too long and I just start rambling. So the next time I see you guys is on Saturday for the weekend review. So till then, this is Punisher88 signing off. See ya.